The dailytelegraph.com.au website used to say, as a tabloid, that the Sunday Telegraph, referring to it as if it was a different paper for a few seconds, I'm sure it is, had obtained a 15-page file and then didn't give it to us. Didn't cite any other source other than the Saturday Telegraph, which you can go look up what that loops back to, and said this document they refused to provide immediately after they posted this. There's no sign of it being posted anywhere. I'm sure there's going to be one that'll magically pop up somewhere in Microsoft Word 97. Was supposed to be from a network of intelligence agencies in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, the Five Eyes Network. And that this dossier or research paper, depending on what website you're going to look up, I'm going to use both in the title for the video, that the Daily Telegraph never linked to and claimed was from the Saturday Telegraph, this 15-page file, which would be trivial for them to post, a lot easier than the video they had that would autoplay on their webpage at the time. That this proved that it was definitely from the Five Eyes Intelligence Agency, or Alliance, or Network. What did it claim? Now remember, the claim stops with the Daily Telegraph because they won't give us the fucking file. Number one. Number two, if you try to look it up, it now redirects to a bunch of advertisements or a tag cloud to try to help you find it. It was erased. Not missing, they erased it. Every page that links back to the dailytelegraph.com.au, all of them link to the same file. dailytelegraph.com.au coronavirus bombshell dossier lays out case against Chinese bat virus program news story, and then a string of numbers and letters that ends in DA60. Someone archived it, so you can read the thing without them being able to erase it and make it look more mysterious, and I don't see anywhere in it where they link to the original file in any way that a person could find. And yeah, you can look it up on archive.org and it might actually try to bring it up. It's kind of sketchy because they used extremely aggressive, almost virus-like code in the website to make sure you couldn't read it or archive it. Almost as if they were claiming copyright to their creative work. So what does it contain? Going through a long string of pages that's supposed to be about 15 pages they wouldn't give us, I'm not going to do that. They told everybody what they wanted them to believe and didn't give us the evidence to back it up. Good night, everybody. And then asserted that it came from the Saturday Telegraph. Okay. And that, if you're not aware of it, that's a very generic name. That could be used by some other company or some other entity. I'm not saying anything. So let's get on with it. What was in it? Well, other websites who evaluated it before it was taken down said that they were able to contact the Five Eyes themselves. Really, there's a central Skull Island somewhere that's the Five Eyes Central Clearinghouse for questions and answers. Anyway, Five Eyes said that the leaked dossier was not culled or from intelligence on their network, and the claims in it weren't something that they did, and it's not their work. Now remember, the assertion is by another tabloid that was evaluating this other tabloid, the Daily Telegraph, is that they contacted supposedly the Five Eyes. You know, all 5 countries have some sort of central clearinghouse for you to answer questions through. I'm sure it exists. And also saying that the main assertion that's actually important here, that COVID-19, coronavirus, was leaked from a lab, is bullshit. But anyway, what did this Daily Telegraph post? Regurgitated memes mostly. So let's go through the ones that were evaluated by other people. Because the other tabloid that agrees with them totally synopsized it. This leaked 15-page dossier, supposedly from the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, that the Daily Telegraph accidentally didn't post, so we can't evaluate what the fuck they're talking about, says the following. So my puppet over here that I'm going to use to say things is totally not me talking. Hi, I'm Stinky. So anyway, let's get on with it. China's secrecy over the pandemic is an assault on international transparency. No shit, Sherlock. Again, something, I've got to point this out. All of this shit was posted in January and February, by the way. But here, let's listen to them regurgitate things that we already have. No, really. US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand intelligence agencies exposed a series of cover-ups. That's their fucking job. Also, you're not specifying which ones. And China, cover-up, coronavirus, not COVID-19, and Wuhan virus. The original name for it was actually Wuhan virus, by the way. And then do it on Google, and then go to Tools, and then say time duration, go from October, not January, October 2019, not 2020, to February 2020. And you can look up all of this shit posted all the way back then. Almost all of it, actually. Some of these things were posted a little later, but that'll get you the majority of the assertions in here. So this supposed intelligence agency, which is supposed to be 5 fucking countries, did a repost of a bunch of news stories and memes and conspiracy theories that we already read. A deadly denial of human-to-human transmission. Yes, at first we know about that. That's not a direct quote, but pretty close. Also done by the individual countries within the Five Eyes, by the way. Researchers who tried to raise the alarm have been silenced and disappeared. Yeah, we know that. China does that shit. They'll do that to you if you're a tourist. And that was brought up a long time ago. Some of you even have the picture of the one of them that died from it. Supposedly dying from the disease instead of being allowed to die by the Chinese government. They're notorious for killing people and making sure everybody knows they did it to keep them in line. Evidence of the outbreak was destroyed. Yes, actually some of it was destroyed, and mostly by accident, but there is an assertion that some of it was done on purpose, mostly because people did not know what they were dealing with at the time. But let's go on. Reports show China refused to hand over virus samples to develop vaccines. They released the virus's genome, and I think they may have refused at one time to give out samples of the virus. You could say that, but I need the original document to find out what's being referred to. You can say a fact and make it sound bad, but I agree with that. Yeah, the Chinese government does all sorts of shit. And then the granddaddy of them all. China censored the internet and virus news on search engines ever since December. No, they didn't. They did it from October and November. They were censoring shit a long time before December. But this is the Five Eyes Intelligence Network saying it, not the Daily Telegraph reposting shit. It's the Daily Telegraph fucking reposting shit. They needed a news story. They made up a fake dossier. They didn't provide a copy of it. And they claimed that their source was the Saturday Telegraph. Some of you might know why I'm doing the bunny ears. Okay, where's the fucking file? It's 15 stinking pages. Some of you downloaded manuals for chewing gum wrappers that are longer than that. The chewing gum wrapper machine, excuse me, I'm sorry, I wasn't being specific. And neither are they. Almost all of this is regurgitated in, I would actually say, facts. Or at least reasonable leaps of faith. But you know what the Five Eyes organization does when they make assertions like this in a document? They provide citations at the bottom like I do. I dare you to look at the archive of the dailytelegraph.com.au/bombshell-dasic.les.out.case-virus-program-your-mom/news-story. Please simplify your fucking URLs / a shit ton of letters ending in DA60. Or you can just type in archive.fo, the archive that somebody else made immediately when they saw this bullshit, /FU3ZJ. Okay? Gonna go read it? You evaluate it. Did they provide the document? I'm asserting they didn't, because they didn't make it immediately Don't believe us. Read what we got this from. They asserted they got it from the Saturday Telegraph. Didn't leave a link to the website that's the Saturday Telegraph, or the article, or the file. They self-referenced. It's a 15-page stinking document and you couldn't provide a link to it, or just post it raw. It's supposed to be from the Five Eyes network, but it makes assertions that sound like they're just regurgitating news stories from October. Next, the Daily Telegraph got dates wrong. The other tabloid evaluating them did a good job synopsizing it. And the one thing that every one of you is concentrating on, and it's apparently this is literally what Donald Trump was requoting. He looks up conservative data sources. He doesn't listen to people who are smart. Leaked files show the nations have evidence. These 5 nations have evidence. The virus was leaked from a Wuhan Institute of Virology. This is a leaked document from all 5 governments having evidence. Well, I have proof of this, and so does this other lackey who's going to back up Trump. But I can't tell you what it is, because he'd have to say, I saw it on the Daily Telegraph website. He read a tabloid and reposted it. He's lying. If he doesn't tell you the source, he's lying. And a lot of you are in a country where they're reposting this. Well, we can't confirm it from the Daily Telegraph because they erased it. The 404 page shows it was erased, not just not found. They erased their own fucking article and attribute it to the Saturday Telegraph, which is apparently them. So their self-attribution means that they had the file, not something else. We acquired a file, but we didn't provide it. It's 15 stinking pages, easily downloaded. We're not only not lying, we're showing you a bunch of stuff you can double check because it's old news, and we're going to add in the assertion that was debunked a billion times now, literally a billion times, that the virus started off in the lab. It didn't, because they didn't provide a 15-page stinking document to prove their point. And even then, they're just saying, we have a document that says that. And every government has it. And the governments, again, are the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand. All are supposed to have evidence that this Wuhan lab released the virus or leaked it. And this is an assertion by the Daily Telegraph, a tabloid that is absolutely fucking notorious for getting shit wrong, bare minimum, or just lying. And wouldn't provide the proof or corroboration at all. And then deleted the fucking article when they got too much heat for it. Because people kept asking them if they had a comment section ever open. Where's the document? And Donald Trump requoted this meme when he saw it on the internet because he's an idiot. And so did your statesmen in your country if they reposted this. And they owe you an apology. And again, all it is doing is repeating stuff we already knew. And assertions that are pretty easy, not too hard of a stretch. But posting them in such a way to butter you up. But not let you think of asking them, where's the beef? Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Yes, it's a bullshit story. Bye.